I got friends in low places where the whiskey brown and the trees embraces the blues.
Welcome back
to
another episode of the Flycast, episode 104 or something like that. We walked in here. Is that camera work on you? That camera's not working, right? So our producer, Meathead, was blasting Garth Brooks.
Blasting it.
Surround sound speakers as I walk in this studio this morning at 10 a.m. bright and early. And I can't tell if that threw off my mood, maybe pissed me off a little bit, because I'm not a country guy. Meathead.
I'm not a country guy either, but I think it like...
If I came in here and he was playing J Electronica, I'd be like, this is going to be a good pod.
See,
now I'm
weird.
just like, I don't really want to do this.
Because it's Meathead, for some reason, if he was listening to J Electronica, I'd be like, Meathead.
Dude, imagine if he was listening to J Electronica.
Meathead, come on, man.
You guys don't know Meathead, but like, imagine he was actually listening to J Electronica. I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm just not a country guy. I never.
Me neither.
Never have been, never.
It's weird. Wait, you're from Maryland. Like,
I lived in West Virginia from like 7 to 14.
New Maniac lore just dropped.
New what?
I said new Maniac lore just dropped. I didn't fucking know that.
I feel like I've definitely.
What chapter did I just?
You're like, you're from Maryland. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I missed a whole chapter. It's like I skipped.
Well, we moved to West Virginia. I think I was like 7 or something, and like all of my friends were. I mean, there's a lot of fucking rednecks. Like, it's very.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say.
High school was a bunch of trucks, and
it's like I'm not a country guy at all, but like every once in a while I'll hear a song like that one, where it's like reminds me of home, and I'm like, well, that's kind of comforting. I don't like it, but it's like comforting in a way.
I like the country road, take me home to a place. I belong, West Virginia. But besides that, like I couldn't even. I've always been like they always looked at me like the thug, you know? Like my friend group always looked at me like.
Yeah, they did.
Like I was always just like
Kyle and Bob and Bill.
Yeah.
They were like.
Tanner. They always just looked at, what is this, coffee?
Yes, man.
Emergency coffee.
Oh, that's fine. Hot is great. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, but they would always listen to country, and I would just never. There's certain. I feel like I can't even think of a genre besides country that doesn't tickle my pickle. Like every genre has a song. Like there'll be some rock songs. There'll be some that like if I just blast it, I'm like it like kind of gives me chills, and tickles my pickle.
Even like
I haven't said that in a long time.
Even like opera.
Probably.
Oh,
probably not actually.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a.
But country, I've never listened to a country song where just like.
You never listened to "Drive" by Alan Jackson?
I don't think so.
To that one. I can't listen to it anymore. It hits me too deeply.
And then I heard Nade Shot. Oh, is that about wait, I think you
Daddy let me drive.
Wait, I have heard.
Dude,
I think
so good.
Is there a music video?
Oh yeah, I'm sure
I think I watched that. Wait, I think you might have sent me that or something, and I think I remember listening to it in the Scuff House. If it's has a music video and there's a truck involved.
I mean, that's every country song ever. That's like saying if there's a rap video
and there's alcohol,
there's a girl twerking.
I think that
it.
song made me cry.
Yeah, dude, Drives made me cry multiple times.
Bro, Nate Shot said like whenever I was involved in the group and they would actually invite me to play sometimes, Nate Shot said like as you like me and him were talking about how we don't really listen to rap anymore, and now he just like listens to country and whatever other music, but we don't really listen to rap anymore. It's like, dude, I think the older you get, like you just start like I never really listened to country, but now I love it. So I like kind of tried, but it just doesn't do nothing for me. But I really don't even listen to rap anymore.
I have gotten kind of back into blues though. I've been listening to a lot of like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know any of that.
It's so good. Well, it's like very guitar heavy blues. Like Stevie Ray Vaughan and like I'll just play like the
Elvis?
radio. What?
Is Elvis considered blues?
No. Well, I guess in a way.
thought he was.
Blues is weird because there's like multiple ways of. I like a specific like bluesy rock.
Who's king of blues?
B.B. King, R.I.P.
He sung the When the Night Has Come
No.
and the Land is Dark. Who sings that?
And the moon.
Who sings that?
I will not be afraid.
No, I won't. What's
shed a tear
BB King?
as long
He has to sing this.
as you stand. Who sings "Stand
Who
by
sings
Me"?
we had to get to that point to
Darling,
remember that.
darling, stand by me. What a fucking banger!
Where are these songs? Now we got
Oh my God, rap's dead, huh?
we got Yeet.
What Mia just says it is.
Rap is. When did rap die?
Stand by me, meathead.
Come on,
It's
man.
3 words, meathead.
Stand- I don't
Who is
see
it?
it on
Who
the
is it?
screen.
It's not on the screen. Fucking meathead.
When did rap die? I think is rap dead? Stand by me.
Ben E.
Ben E.
King.
King.
Okay, so you were
Okay.
that. I mean, I would never have known that. Ben E. King.
There were some legends back in the day. Now who do we got? Who runs the game right now? Playboy Cardi.
Honestly, if you want to be honest about who runs the game right now, it's fucking Taylor Swift. And it's not close. It's not even remotely close.
The only person I know that listens to Taylor Swift is Paige. I mean, I also just don't know many females.
Yeah, a lot of females. I'd like to go to a Taylor Swift show just to see what's
The
up.
magic?
Yeah, just see what's up. Because I've heard you can't talk shit until you see it in person, and then once you see it in person, you can talk shit. Because it's kind of like talking shit about
I can't
the
imagine.
1996 Bulls when you've never seen them play. But once you see them play, you can talk shit.
We're done with the 90s. Bro.
Bro, I was on the OpTic podcast and it was on the topics and I was on it with Bose, Zen, and Seth, and none of them had heard the done with the 90s thing. We're done with the
that's
90s.
surprising.
I was like, bro, it's
I would
everywhere.
think Scump would, because he's a TikTok
He's
fiend.
on TikTok all the time, but so is
We're
Bose.
done with the 90s. Apparently, the new trend now is
Dude, it's so funny.
not giving, I don't know how to word this. Basically, like not showing appreciation or like credit to the 90s. Like in 90s basketball.
90s basketball.
Which, it's funny, we've shared some clips on Twitter, and I know Hex sees it.
Oh, I know he's pissed.
But
He hasn't texted me all week.
The trend is just like this dude went back and was like watching like Michael Jordan, or like I think it was like finals highlights.
Yeah, they uploaded like
and they're like, these dudes are trash. This is the finals, and look at this. And he's just like showing highlights plays, and it was like, we done with the 90s.
Dude,
And that was like a sound bit that people started clipping out. We're done with the 90s. The music will start playing. It's just LeBron James coming over, dunking over someone. I'm glad that trend is happening.
Bro, it's so it's funny. Like the comments have me dying too. They're like, it's like every Kyrie, LeBron, Steph Curry fan is all uniting like the Avengers against the old heads.
It's so funny.
Dude,
I didn't think that would happen either.
No, I didn't either.
Because there's always just a fight.
Yeah.
But now it's like this overwhelming. Everyone's hopping on the train. It's like, yeah, we done with the.
Yeah, it's kind of ass.
We are done with the 90s.
It was funny because we were playing some clips on the OpTic podcast, and there was, dude, the pace of the game is because Matt couldn't find like the really good clips, so he only played like 2 or 3, and they weren't that bad in comparison to some of them. But even then, like Seth and Zen were like, I mean, damn, the pace is crazy.
I mean, it's just
different.
it's hard to say. Like,
dude, the 90s were 30 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, of course, and that's what I've always said is like,
but I mean,
skill to skill, raw skill to raw skill. There shouldn't be a person, in my opinion, there should not be a person in the world that thinks Jordan is better than LeBron. There shouldn't be a person.
It's like It's like saying
there shouldn't be a person that thinks
like
Magic Johnson is better than Steph Curry. There should not be one person that thinks that.
But it's just how do we?
If you think in relation to where they were in the game, sure. If you think if you think how their
game
influence,
evolved,
if you think their influence on the game,
Renegade's
sure.
better than Ogre 2.
100%.
1,000%.
Fucking a guy on Complexity is better than Maniac.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I played one of those guys the other day. I out-BR'd him, or I out-banditted him.
Oh, did you?
Like once. So I think I'm better.
Oh, okay. How many times did he out-bandit you?
The whole rest of the game. but I got him once. But it's like, it's weird. Obvious, the game, you can't, like if I say this statement, best basketball player, how many times has this been a subject on the Flycast? If I say the statement, best basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
It's always going to, like, in 20 years from now. See, actually, I don't know. In 20 years from now, are we going to be saying?
We'll be defending LeBron like crazy. Yeah. There's going to be some new fucking freak of nature.
How does it get better than LeBron? But I'm sure they were saying.
They were saying the same shit. They're going to have to.
They called him Black Jesus.
They're going to have to move the 3-point line back even further.
Dude.
If there's another Curry that comes out.
Yeah. It's just impossible. It's technically speaking, who is the best basketball player of all time? It's LeBron James. And it's not even like an argument.
It's not even an argument.
He's better at everything.
It should not be an argument. And especially now. And it's not
doing more with harder competition.
The worst part is it's not even disrespectful to say that. It's not disrespect.
It's not. Like, I get it. Michael Jordan was the LeBron of your era. He was the best when you watched basketball. I get it.
Yeah. In the same way that in
the same way that Ogre 2, I couldn't see the Ogres ever fucking losing. It was just so dominant.
Right.
But then 15 years later, you go back and watch Ogre 2 gameplay, and you're like, now I'm watching Renegade now.
Yeah.
I'm watching Renegade and Lucid look insane.
The thing is like,
but I understand.
What you have to do, put it into perspective of whatever era you think was the best in whatever competition ever. Show them. Imagine showing them gameplay of why. Imagine showing them gameplay of the current best. ChatGPT says it's. I mean,
can't even my fucking glasses.
Meathead just wrote into ChatGPT and said, "Who's the best NBA player?"
Several players are mentioned. I don't care who's mentioned.
It's basically all a matter of personal opinion. It's
not
a matter.
It's not.
It's not a matter of personal. ChatGPT is stupid too.
ChatGPT and this stupid AI shit.
So imagine being the person that is considered the best in history, showing them the current best player. So imagine going to fucking Ogre 2 in Halo 2 and showing them bound gameplay. He would have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Imagine showing fucking Larry Bird in the 80s. Fucking like Curry, like his shots or Kyrie,
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, imagine showing him Kyrie dribbling to the basket. He would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Like that. It's like that in every competition.
People used to look at like Allen Iverson, he's not. I forget how tall he is. Maybe like 6'2" or something.
Wait, Allen Iverson's 6'2",
6'1", 6'2", something like that.
All
the short people in the NBA are still fucking tall. But like you look at Allen Iverson, like God, his fucking handles. Like I used to grow up wanting to have his hand on it. Yeah. But now you look at Kyrie and I just look at it like that's impossible.
No.
Like I'll never ever be able to replicate that at all.
It is.
And then people like Nikola Jokic, a center as big as Shaq.
Dude. No, bro.
But shooting threes, fadeaways.
Imagine showing them Giannis. Imagine
Giannis, someone who's almost as big as Shaq.
moving like
I
that.
mean, Shaq did weigh 300 fucking pounds or something, but. And then
Dude.
moving how he does. Like, these motherfuckers. Luka?
No.
That's like Magic Johnson playing
We've entered
good.
We've entered yap territory. We are just yapping now.
Shai Gilgeous Alexander. I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Dude,
But it's just always it's always going to be the latest generation is the best.
yeah,
Like humans just evolve.
100%. It's just
As far as sports and shit.
1,000,000%. And besides, like, I mean, there's rare cases. Like, I don't think Usain Bolt's track time has been beaten yet. But like,
No, that's crazy.
And
That's why he's the best ever.
a majority of the situation, and a majority of, but that being said, no one ever thought a sub 2-hour marathon was possible, and they didn't even think the human body could do it, and it's been done now. So
They didn't think you could run a 4-minute mile, and now it's just standard.
Yeah, they think it's slow.
Everything will always just be the late. And I don't know how people like can't. I mean, we'll see in 20 years if we can come to grips with it.
No, we
But
won't.
I just don't.
We won't be able to.
We'll be like, nah, y'all don't understand.
I don't
though.
understand. But he was in high school.
Yeah.
He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in high school.
And LeBron came into the league. He almost came into the league and people were like, this could be the greatest basketball player of all time.
Immediately.
And then
And the crazy
turns out to be. He had the highest expectations of all time and still exceeded those expectations.
It might be the only time the media was right.
That this could be the...
Yeah, it might be the only time that...
They almost like set up the hype.
Because they've done it since then. I mean, you got to think...
Bro, I thought watching Zion Williamson's high school highlights, I was like, dude,
It was like, he might be
this
the
guy's
best.
like a bigger LeBron.
Same.
Not necessarily as athletic, but this guy is fucking insane.
Him, the Ball brothers, because the Ball brothers had so much hype around them.
Yeah.
I mean...
I didn't think LaMelo Ball would be that good. I was like, this dude's small.
I didn't think I thought he was all
He grew
hype.
a foot over a summer.
No, dude, something
like,
happened.
What the fuck?
Remember, because he was like a little kid with shaggy hair, and then the next video I watched of him, he was 6'5".
Yeah.
And
Dude, why couldn't I have a spurt like that?
Nah.
Zion Williamson, bro, me and Aaron Create, when we lived together, used to watch these like as they're
same.
dropping because he was in high school. And it was just insane. Like, bro, I think my high school team had one person that could dunk.
Oh, yeah, same. I think we had one guy we probably had two guys that could dunk.
I don't even remember playing a team that had other people that could dunk. Like,
bro, dude, he looks like a giant compared to these little white kids.
Do these players move? Like, somehow all the best players end up in like the same area. Like, I'm guessing they move. But when do they move? Like middle school, they're just like, this kid's about to be a fucking god. We need to get him to a good.
I mean, a lot of
high school basketball program.
There's in North Carolina, in where I lived, all the good soccer players that were like scouted by like colleges, they all went to a high school called Jordan. And then all the basketball players that were being scouted went to a high school called Word of God, which is where fucking who's this?
Zion?
No, who's this?
Wait, who did do that?
Paul Wall. John Wall. John Wall went to Word of God. And so like if you're like making waves in your early days as and people are like, oh, he might
I
be
just don't
something.
ever remember playing anyone that good.
No,
not that good.
We would
obviously.
never have played someone like this.
But I'm saying even in like middle school, it's like I never played a freak show.
See, I teamed in my high school, I teamed with a guy that was in. I probably told this on the Flycast. I teamed with the guy that was nationally ranked third best player in the nation in soccer.
Fuck?
Yeah, he was on my high school soccer team, ranked third in the nation.
Were you friends with him?
Yeah, he started in college at Wake Forest, which is like one of the best soccer schools in the country, and now he has a regular job.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just it's so weird. It's so weird how that works.
I wonder if that's like depressing and really fucks people up.
I mean, I doubt it. I don't know. I mean, soccer.
When you're ranked third in the world in high school, like you got to be
nation, and soccer is way different.
True. Third, but even third in the nation, it's like you're expecting like you're gonna go pro in soccer, and this is pretty much gonna be your life.
Yeah,
And if that doesn't happen, like that's got to be depressing as fuck.
I remember when he announced that he signed or he verbally committed to Wake Forest. He was in my algebra class, and I remember being like, "Yo, congratulations!" And he was like, "Thank you." He was like, "I'm trying to go my whole life just playing." He was like, "I'm trying not to work my whole life," is what he said to me. I was a sophomore in high school, and he said that to me.
You know what's crazy is that was. What, 16 years ago or something?
Long
17? How was high school that far away, man?
A long time ago.
What's happening?
So what have you been up to? Before we get into clips.
Ah.
I went to Vegas.
Did you?
Yeah, went to Vegas.
Gambled and shit?
Okay.
Or what was it for?
Alexis and I's anniversary. Which is
I need to start doing special shit with my girl before she does something bad. God, I'm a lazy sack of shit.
We went to the sex museum.
How was that?
Terrifying.
What do they have? Just like different sex rooms and stuff?
No, it wasn't fun at all. There's like this big building.
They let you try it out?
No.
Oh, that's not how.
No. There's like this big building in Vegas that just says erotic museum. And then it says the world's largest. It's that right there. Henry. Yeah. Erotic Heritage. Erotic Heritage Museum. Dude, and so we're sitting there, we passed it and I was like, you want to go there so we don't just like gamble all of our fucking money away?
And they try to suck you in instantly. You go on
dude,
the website and they're messaging
you. Bro, we went to this place. Dude, it was the weirdest place I had ever been.
I'm not really into all that.
Dude, so have you been to museums? Like how many museums do you think you've been to?
I mean,
like
maybe
4?
One,
okay.
2 when
I've been to all the
school trip or something.
Yeah, I've been to like the NASA museums and the Smithsonian's and shit like that. Dude, this
puppetry of the penis.
Bro, look how many words are on this page. Look how many words are on that page. That is how the whole museum was. There were more words in that museum than any Smithsonian I'd ever been to. It was like you could spend 15 hours in the sex museum just like reading about nonsense. It was such a, and I'm going to show you a picture. I'm actually going to send this to you.
I wonder if there's naked yoga classes. I saw a picture there of it saying something about naked yoga.
I'm going to send you a picture, Meathead. The first thing that I see when you walk into the sex museum is this picture. That's the first thing you see when you walk in the door. Then
in the corner.
It is audio listeners. It is a.
You could text it to him.
Yeah, but if this is on Spotify or whatever, it is 5 mannequins that are dead on a bed, bloody and dead on a bed, next to Nazi memorabilia, and that's the first thing that you see in the sex museum, and it was really weird. Also, upstairs in the museum was a parody theater. I want you to just
Kim K and Ray J.
I want you. No. Like, I want you to click play on that. Obviously, we can't show this one.
What the fuck? I love how you just like pan over. Wait, they're actually just playing porn in
Like, yeah, a theater of porn, and it's all based on the movie or the film SpongeNob SquareNuts, and it's a parody.
I think I've seen something like that on Pornhub.
Look up Sponge.
Like he does
SpongeNob SquareNuts. Look that up.
I don't know if that. There's something we should look up.
SpongeNob SquareNuts. Yeah, it's a.
I swear I've seen something like that on Pornhub and the guy's like obviously dressed up as SpongeBob and he's like even doing that.
SpongeNob SquareNuts. Oh, it was made in 2013.
That's actually like a movie you can go see with the cast.
Yeah, SpongeNob. Wait, scroll up.
No, this is a porn. I think I've seen this.
SpongeNob decides to continue
Skin
on
Diamond,
the sponge race,
one of the OGs,
with Sandy in this pornographic parody of the animated SpongeBob SquarePants series. Yeah.
Skin Diamond was one of my favorites.
Skin Diamond? Is that a person?
Actress.
Oh.
Yeah, actress. Yeah.
Actress. So, yeah, so that was really fucking weird. That we
so
went
that's
to
how
that.
you started your Vegas trip?
Yeah, we went to that. And then we were like, actually, yeah, let's go gamble again.
How much money you win?
What
are you reading it over there?
Are you reading? Yeah. Yo, wait, click the second one.
Yeah, I've seen this. He actually goes like like in the video.
Bro. You know that's someone's kink. Wait, click the fourth one over. Fourth on the right. That one.
What the fuck is that? A child reacting to?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, she's Sandy Cheeks?
Kids react to SpongeBob SquareNuts?
That's a joke. It's just weird that like parody porn is probably some people's like kink.
Fuck yeah.
They just like love that.
Yeah.
What? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I can't say I've been the biggest.
I mean, enough so where there's an entire display, an entire theater with seating. There was
so was it playing that
movie?
Okay.
And the what I just showed you were the actual costumes that the actors were in.
Oh shit.
So it was a whole display about SpongeBob SquareNuts. And they were playing, and it was weird because like, dude, in the museum, I hate to keep talking about it, but in the museum, it was all about sex related things, but nothing was like sexy. So at one point, there's a hall of shame about all the different politicians that have gotten into trouble for doing sexual things. So there's a wax mannequin of Trump, a wax mannequin of Bill Clinton, because they've both been in trouble for sex related things. Then when you go upstairs, there's an entire hallway you have to walk down. And it's all newspaper clippings of high school female teachers that are in jail for having sex with high school students. It's so eerie and weird.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this a part?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, like it's sex related, but why?
I saw maybe on like Twitter or something, but it was like some female teacher gets caught having sex with one of her students. I guess underage or something. But 21 others come forward. 21? I'm just like, what the fuck?
21?
It was kind of a thing though in high school to like fantasize about that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course.
So is it?
That's why there's so many like. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's bad.
It's absolutely fucked up.
But like how as a teacher do you do that? For one, why would you want to do that? You fucking freak. Two,
true. No, it's got to be
how
like
do you
mental.
do it with that many students?
21.
I literally said 21 others came forward.
21 high school boys come forward that had sex with their teacher.
Yeah. That's fucking insane. Like, do you think they're gonna like keep their mouths shut?
Dude, you know how arrogant you have to be to have sex with 22
fucking idiot.
22 high schoolers?
And it's at that point it's
thinking
like you're
not gonna get caught?
at that point, you like just have a fucking. That's the sickest part. Is like she has to have like some fantasy about it.
Oh, for sure. I wonder if she
and,
was
like
married.
I can understand obviously it's fucked up from an adult perspective, but I'm saying as a kid.
Oh,
like
dude.
you like fantasize about like banging your teacher or something.
We had when I was in high school. Did you have a teacher
but
that
it's like that for as a teacher to have like some kink on students is fucking weird.
Did you have a teacher that there was like rumors about when you were in high school?
No, I don't
we
think
had
so.
we had one, and I mean, you never know you never know if it's kids just yapping or not. But there was one teacher, and she was fairly young and fairly attractive, and people were like, yeah, she's sold weed to my friend, and also my other friend, she's hooked up with him, and like I'm in her class.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, there's no way.
And you're sitting there like, God, that's so hot.
I'm like, there's no way, but
maybe, but
there's
imagine you're that teacher and like those rumors start going, and obviously you've done nothing, and you're just like, are you fucking kidding me?
You get a call because like imagine I'm some like snitch prude, and I go to my mom and I'm like, yeah, well apparently my Spanish teacher is selling weed,
bro. I bet there's
to the football team, and imagine my mom's a snitch, and so she talks to the principal, and now nothing. It's all just rumors that just like kids start.
Yeah.
Or imagine 21
jobs because of that.
Imagine 21 people come forward.
I bet people have lost their jobs because of that.
Oh, for sure.
Just of straight up lies.
Just lies. But like, then they sue dude, that has to have happened.
I guess they could like sue and shit. But like I guess I don't know what you would have to do. Like I guess you would have like you can't have a teacher where it's just like there's a rumor about them like hooking up with a student and all the kids start talking about it, but they know it's probably really not true, but they spread the rumor anyway, and then they're just like we can't really like have you here. Then they just lose their fucking jobs from it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got tricked into thinking Katt Williams was crazy.
Yeah.
Like when I saw him, like, didn't he like tackle a little kid or some shit?
Katt Williams is crazy. He's not crazy.
Yeah, no.
He's nuts.
But I thought he was Dave Chappelle. Like when he moved to Africa.
He's very smart, but he's also crazy. It's kind of like I think Katt Williams and Kanye are kind of similar.
Yeah.
Because like Kanye is obviously a genius when it comes to some things, and he's batshit crazy in other ways.
Yeah.
And his fans will like say, "No, he's just a genius," but like he's not.
Maybe there would be a better word than crazy, because crazy has such a negative thing to it. But it's like yes, they are a genius and they're super smart in certain ways, but then there's other things that they just sound way too confident saying, and it's just like, but that's not, you're wrong. Like, and I don't want to call you crazy, but like you're not.
Oh yeah,
how you're acting and what you're talking about, like it's just not true.
Kanye has had a lot of people that have never said no to him around him,
and even still
you can tell.
Like I'm sure the girls he gets with, like, I don't
Katt
think
Williams is not the same. I'm sure people have told Katt Williams no plenty of times.
Katt Williams has a lot of knowledge about random shit I would not expect Katt Williams to have knowledge about, but it's to a point where it's like he's way too like cocky about it.
Yeah, he's super
There's
arrogant.
something like arrogant about it.
Yeah, same. Because I thought the Shay Shay interview was fucking hilarious because it was like he was being funny the whole time. And then I watched the Joe Rogan one and I was like, he's like arrogant about conspiracy theories.
Yeah. And like he's talking like he does know the answers.
Yeah. It's like, you don't know the answers of the pyramids.
Yeah.
Like you think all the scientists are studying the pyramids, but Katt Williams knows?
Yeah.
Like Katt Williams doesn't know what the pyramids mean. No one knows. You can have, sure, I'll entertain the craziest of, not crazy. I'll entertain the most unique conspiracy theories about the pyramids because I think it's I think it's super interesting. But like to think like, well, the pyramids are actually a combustion chamber for alien life. Like, no, you don't know that.
It was a generator.
I know you don't know
for
that.
Energy. And he just says it. So, I mean, maybe. I don't
maybe
not
it
believe
is.
it.
Who knows? And that's kind of how I feel. Remember we watched that there's two guys that are super alien conspiracy guys that are going viral right now. One is like this like nerdy looking white dude, and one is that the black dude that we watched in like 2 episodes ago. And they're
Billy
like they're on like
Carson or something.
Yeah, something like that. They're on like tours. They're on like podcasts, 100 different podcasts.
I think there's something to it.
And like they're both pretty arrogant about their claims as well. And it's like,
but the Billy Carson guy just seems so cool, calm, collective. And he's like,
which one is that?
The black guy,
the black dude.
And he's not like.
But
I don't think he's like arrogant. I think he's like. I think he really does believe like, yes, he's figured it out. And I don't think he's trying to like take the claim of like, oh, I figured it out, give me the praise. But he's like, listen, there's like the energy and what you think really does manifest into the world, and you can change your frequency within and a soul and a blah, blah, blah. And it's, do we label? I mean, bro, this fucking, just looking around this earth, this universe, this galaxy, it's just, it is insane. So something like I can see something like that being true of, as far as like what you think about can manifest into the real world, and you can change your frequency within, like you can be on a high note, a low note. Like I do believe in that stuff. He takes it a step further by like I don't even like talking about, I'd like listening to it, but when I try to talk about it, I feel bad for the listeners because they're just like, what the fuck is he saying?
I think we're in the
but I think there's
majority
like,
there.
There is some truth to some of the crazy shit he's saying.
Like the pyramid in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Wait, can you look that up? The pyramid in Antarctica?
There's
like,
pyramids in Antarctica that
it's
are
like 5 times the size
that
of
are
Giza.
bigger than the ones that we know of.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to fly over it. No one can, but like people have like snuck pictures or some shit. And it's like no one talks about these and people are like, yeah, that's a mountain. And it's just like, but is it though?
That's not a mountain, dude.
Because what? A pyramid in Antarctica? And there's also conspiracies that we aren't the most evolved humans that ever lived.
Yeah,
like
there was like a great...
They just had like a different...
There was like a reset.
It was so much more advanced that we almost looked at it like a stone pyramid. Like we look at it as like, oh, this is just some old fucking architectural type shit. But maybe what it really was...
Oh, I guess it does look like a mountain.
Was like a super advanced...
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, there's this...
I guess that does look like a mountain. Bro, I mean, maybe it is.
Maybe it is a mountain.
Know.
But the thing... what
if it's not?
When I heard him talk about the pyramid in Antarctica, he was like, well, what it is the pyramid in Antarctica and the pyramid that's under the sea in... There's like a pyramid that's under the ocean in Cuba or something, in somewhere.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, somewhere around there. And then the one in Giza are like coordinated. He was like, and they're all connected through portals. And I was like, how the fuck would you know that? How would you know that the pyramids are connected by portals? How did you get to Logan Paul's podcast and you have the knowledge to know that the pyramids are connected by portals?
The different pyramids across planet Earth all align to like this one thing. I don't know
I saw the same thing.
I don't know the I don't
Meathead goes the sun. The center of the earth.
Really? So wait, can the people hear you on the podcast?
No, you need a mic.
He's saying all the pyramids on Earth, if you like take them from each location, the center of Earth is in between all of them. There's something. Or like it's just something crazy like that to where all the pyramids align. In the pyramids where you think whatever year the pyramids were built in, like we're thinking they're wearing all they have is a hammer and some stone objects, and somehow they built these pyramids which weigh tons, and there's millions of these. And
don't get me wrong,
and they had to get them from 100 miles away.
Dude, I love listening about the pyramids.
How are they getting them that way? And the way they built them was perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
And it was like it's perfectly aligned with north, south, east, west.
Yeah,
but they didn't have the technology for like a compass and shit. Like, how did they know?
I like conspiracy.
How did they know this north, south? How did they even know north, south, east, west? I guess you could figure it out from like the sun or some shit. But to get it exact, to build it exactly, and to even have like, I think someone said like, even if just like 1 or 2 stones is off, like that will, when you have that many stones, when 1 or 2 stones is off, like it'll make this one a little off, this one. So by the top or something, it's all fucked up.
It's all messed up.
So it's just to have it that perfect, for the angles to be that perfect of like a 45 degree, or I don't fucking know degrees. But everything is just perfect about it. Every point points in the north, the south, the east, the west. Everything's just perfect about it. And you have to remember, this is when there's not a compass. There's no scale equipment to know what side, to measure the slope and make sure it's perfect. Like, it's all just, don't fucking know how it is as perfect as it is. I mean, like, because when I just think of when I think of the 1600s, 1700s, I think of idiots. Like, I imagine they were fucking idiots.
When I think of the idiots. 1990s, I think of idiots.
Yeah. Actually, though, kind of.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
When I think of early 1900s, like, think of your grandparents. Like, they're not the smartest. Like, love them. But it's like, and then think of, like, that's just 100 years ago. And now we go to thousands of years ago. Now we think of thousands of years ago, and they were able to do something like this, and people were calling it like an energy portal, and I don't know. There's all this other shit.
I think we got to get him on the Flycast, or maybe let's get a conspiracy theory,
I'm like a
whistleblower.
Dude, if I got him on, I'll be like, please, just talk for an hour, but make it like you explain this to a 2-year-old.
Yeah, explain it like you're talking to like bros that smoke weed.
I mean, look at a house that was built 200 years ago, and now I'm sure 200 years ago when it was built, or say 100 years ago, when it was first built, it's beautiful. Like, you could see its purpose of just a beautiful home for a family. And now you see it 150 years later, and you're like, God, this is a fucking dump. Everything's rusty. Everything's miscolored. It looks like shit. It just doesn't even hardly even looks like a home. That might be true for the pyramids. Maybe it was just some electrical power plant to the upper echelon of the universal
they had
beings.
electricity. They had electricity, and whoever knew how it worked
what they do with it
died, and then
like,
they didn't tell anyone else about it.
He didn't leave instructions.
And then we had to wait till fucking
Billy Carson,
Key in the Kite guy.
We had to wait for that TikToker is what we had to wait for. And now we have the answer.
No, I'm saying if they invented electricity in Egypt a gazillion years ago, and then they died with the secret.
Tesla?
Yeah, and they died with the secret. And then who's the guy that
Nikola Tesla, I think,
discovered electricity? I thought it was fucking Einstein.
No, it wasn't Einstein. It was people. Apparently,
Who
it was.
am I thinking of?
You're thinking.
I might be thinking of
Thomas Edison. But apparently, Thomas Edison stole it from Nikola Tesla, in which Elon made. That's why Elon's shit is called Tesla. Showing respect to the real electrician. But I mean, maybe, man. I don't know. Could be a goddamn Could be a goddamn power plant. Leave in the comments if you have some knowledge of what it truly is.
Yeah,
no, I don't want to hear your conspiracy.
If
Say
you
some
guys
facts.
happen to know, I just got our baseball cards in. You want to see yours?
Yes.
Dude, I was gonna
Ben
say
Frank did
I was
it?
gonna say Benjamin Franklin, but I was gonna say Benjamin Franklin, but I didn't want to sound fucking stupid. Look, there you are.
I look fat. Is this photoshopped?
I mean, obviously.
Well, I can't remember. I did a baseball shoot. And I was like, did I take a picture like this?
Maybe it's not then.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit's gonna be fun.
Did we talk last week about how I feel fat?
Yes.
And like I'm getting to the age where I just have fat face?
Yes.
Yes, there's no, play the
Yeah, brother. Did I tell you?
Keeps going down to my latest text. I sent a text this morning. It was about yes, that.
Rap rounds, dude. I'm not.
You're gonna get pissed off,
dude. I'm already pissed.
Tell you that the Carter 3 is a classic, but in reality, Lil Wayne, they just remember the moment. They remember the energy surrounding it. They remember a milli. Notice when niggas talk about the Carter 3, they talk about the singles. They don't talk about the random album cut that made them feel something. You know what I'm saying?
Had a lot of singles.
And that's a lot. Is it a lot of albums where the singles were bigger than the albums themselves?
For sure.
And niggas will tell you this album's a classic. They'll name 4 singles. Fuck you. That album's not a classic. When I listen to Urban Legend and I listen to She's a Freak, though, that's a classic album to me. The joint with Dash Dillinger on Urban Legend.
Fuck, dude.
Like,
Nah.
Nigga, that's
You
my
still
album,
have
nigga.
pause this.
Like, the
wait,
shit had
actually,
a
wait.
depth of body. The Carter 3 was a whack album. I'll take it a step further and I'll stick.
Pause that. Wait, he's
Delay,
taking it a
like,
step further.
The
Play again.
Carter 2 is what you think the Carter 3 is. And even then you gotta question it because Gilly. I don't give a fuck what you Wayne say. I know what Wayne fans say. I know what my ear hears. I know cadence. I know flow. I understand ball work. I understand how you construct.
Pause it. First off, this guy has cardboard still in the front of his trucker hat to make it like more. Isn't that what that is?
Gotta be.
A piece of cardboard in his trucker hat to like make it pop more in the front,
Dude,
or
my
to
blood is-
keep its shape.
My blood is boiling right.
Secondly, his point is that the Carter 3 is not a classic album. Now, can you bring up, just
I
Google
already
Carter
have.
3 track list?
I already have.
Google Carter 3 track list.
It goes.
Just
I want you to hear the first 4 tracks. It goes from 3-Peat to Mr. Carter with Jay-Z to A Milli to Got Money with T-Pain. Dr. Carter is on this. Tie My Hands is on this. Mrs. Officer, Let the Beat Build. Shoot Me
Home.
Down. Lollipop.
see, but you're listing the singles.
Dude, that just, there's no way he thinks that.
Dr.
There's
Carter.
no way he fucking thinks that. There's no way he thinks that. Who is he?
What? I understand.
There's no way he thinks that.
I can understand if I mean, get what he's trying to say.
Dude.
And he's thinking of albums like Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z. Like it's from an era, it makes you feel something. It's just little snippets in it that you just remember. It doesn't have all these singles. It's just this classic album.
I mean, that's kind of how we feel about Trap Soul. Trap Soul had Don't as the only single.
Yeah.
The only single was Don't, but the whole album
Trap Soul was a classic album.
is a classic album.
But Carter 3,
The Carter 3 is
you can't just because it has.
dude.
No, the Carter 3 is like it embodies a time in your life. It embodies an energy. It embodies an album. You click play, you play it through.
Wait,
It
scroll- let
embodies
me
your
see these-
child.
Let me see these fucking comments.
It
Scroll
embodies
down.
It embodies your childhood. It embodies in every single,
You've got to log in to scroll down.
almost every single
Oh,
song is a banger. It's just insanity to say that the Carter 3 is not a classic. I don't understand what could be more classic. See, he's looking for these albums that like people didn't really listen to.
This is a joke, man.
But they're really good. Like he's looking like what he said about the Carter 2. Like I think the Carter 2 is a classic album as well.
I don't really remember the Carter, the Kata. I don't remember the first one.
Sir, three-peat?
But
shoot me down, please don't shoot me down.
But dude, Carter 2, 3, 4, dude, they're all amazing.
Crazy.
Like I think how Wayne does his stuff, where it's like when a Carter's coming out, like that's his best shit, and like he doesn't keep anything else. Like a lot of rappers will just like they'll hide all their like if they listen to it and they're like I don't really like it, they'll just never release it. But like he puts it all out on mixtapes and on like little projects.
He has a bunch of songs I don't fuck with.
A ton of songs, but at least they're out.
Yeah.
But like his best shit, he puts on that.
And even the songs I don't like, my girl likes.
Yeah.
Like, cause there's just Lil Wayne stans like her that just like anything he ever drops, she listens. Like she likes his like Not a Human Being mixtapes and shit. I'm like, I didn't really listen to any of that.
I am not a human being.
But to say
pussy for lunch, that's the first thing he said.
But to say the Carter 3 is not a classic album, I gotta say I disagree. Carter 3 best overall, Carter 2 most substance, Carter 4 most underrated.
Carter 4
what was on the Carter 4?
Dude, the Carter 4 is underrated as fuck. The Carter 4 came out during the best year of music.
The
best year of rap, I'll say, in our era. Take Care came out. Wale's album came out. The Carter 4 came out. Big Sean's debut album came out.
Damn.
J. Cole's debut album came out all in the same year. It was the craziest fucking year. 2012. Or 2011, 2012.
2011, yeah.
2011, 2012 was a crazy year.
Blood blowing, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot.
Do you remember Ambition? The Ambition album by Wale?
Yeah, Carter 4 is good. It's not my favorite though.
Carter 4 is really good.
Carter 4 is good. I'd have to listen to it again, but
yeah, maybe it's one of those things where it's like I remember it. I wouldn't say
Carter 4 is a classic.
I remember it being. I don't think it's a classic.
Is No Ceilings a classic? How many classics can one motherfucker have?
Is No Ceilings a classic?
Yeah.
No Ceilings is the best mixtape ever made. Yeah. Of course.
But do you call it a classic mixtape?
Hello, bro.
Or do you call it just a classic?
Wait, 6 foot 7 was on She Will, How to Hate.
She Will.
John, remember the shit?
Then again, maybe. Yeah. I used to bump that in my car with my subwoofers.
This shit? President Carter, President. That's all on one album.
Dude, he's had
Mirror
so many
this, Mirrors on the Wall.
He's had so many good songs. He's definitely top 5 all time.
Yeah, he's the best rapper alive.
That might be another discussion.
He's the best rapper alive. What we did with Drake, we should do with fucking Wayne.
Yeah,
that's the only other person I could do it for.
I'd be down. Maybe next pod we could do that. Fuck it.
I'm down. I'm down to do a. What would you guys like that top? Well, we had top 10, right?
Yeah, let us know if we should do a top 10 Lil Wayne songs of all time,
top 10
like we did with Drake.
Wayne verses. Dude, can we even do Wayne verses? Because a lot of his shit is like no hooks, just full freestyle.
It'd be a long
song, long video.
Top 10 Wayne verses.
I'm down.
Next fly. Let us know if you want to see it. We'll see. It's not set in stone yet, but if you want to see that, we'll give it to you. That's gonna do it for today, man. Thanks for tuning in. Flycast. Is this brought to you by anyone today?
Nah, it's brought to you by us.
It's brought to you by us. Episode 104, I think I'm guessing.
105. Also, let us know if you want us to do substance pods. We were thinking about doing a high. We were thinking about doing
about that.
We were thinking about doing a high cast.
Just explain what today's podcast was supposed to be.
Today's podcast was supposed to be a high cast, but from what I've heard, the production team cannot be involved in anything drug related. But that's not.
Is that what?
That's what I've heard. But that's not saying that we can't go out somewhere and shoot it our damn selves. So if you guys want us to microdose and pop on a pod, let us know.
We'll see.
I've never taken
today was
mushrooms,
supposed
so
to be a high cast with me, Hitch, Bose. I wanted to ask Hex to be on it. I think that would be a good.
Go 4.
Yeah, that'd be a good 4 right there.
Now
What
that
we're
we've
gonna
talked-
do, I don't know. We're thinking, but are mushrooms legal in Oklahoma? We're
think-
thinking about heading up to Oklahoma just so it's legal and we can't get any shit for it.
Yeah,
We're thinking about going. I think it's like an hour away.
yeah, it's like
Going
40,
up-
it's like 45 minutes.
Going up to Oklahoma. Maybe doing a little shrooms, smoking a little. I don't know if I'm gonna partake. Maybe in some shrooms. Sobaniac. I'm just kidding. I don't even say sober anymore.
Just not addy.
Not cracked out of my fucking mind and actually doing something with my life now, Niac. But yeah, I don't know. We were supposed to do that today. I was a little nervous about the smoking part because
I wasn't. I was
just
hyped.
right when I smoke, it's even if I'm in bed sometimes, like I'm like, sometimes it can just hit me wrong. And I just had like, even just taking one hit, I might just be able to convince myself like, oh shit, here we go. And I start spiraling or something. But anyway, yeah, that's what today's podcast was gonna be. We'll see if we do it in the future. Yeah, we'll see what's going on with the next few Flycasts. Could have some Lil Wayne versus Highcast. Who knows, man? But thank you all so much for watching. Meathead, play that outro music, kid.